Okay, I am live. So let me just pull this up so I can see what's going on here. Hi, everyone. Just come on in, jump in. This is going to be a good live today on how to build an audience of your ideal clients, people that are actually going to buy from you, right? Isn't that what it's all about? So come on in and join me and let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm going to use Zoom today because I'm hoping at the end I can actually share my screen with you and just do a little demo for those that are completely new to building an audience on Facebook. So there we go. Say hi, whoever jumped on. Um, and tell me, where you are hopping in from. It's 11 o'clock here in Oregon, cold, like 60, a little, maybe not even 60. I have like a sweater on. But that's what it's like until the 4th of July. And then really that's when we get summer here. So I hope you're all well. And I wanted to talk about building an audience. Okay, so let's just start. Okay. If you're hopping on with the replay, just say replay so I know who is on here, how many people are listening, how many people are jumping on. So building an audience, what does that mean? Okay, building an audience of your ideal clients. Okay, so building an audience, you may have also heard on through the internet. It's also attracting an audience is another verbiage used for building an audience. Okay, or you may hear in like the real digital marketing world, they called it lead generation. A lead, L-E-A-D, lead generation. What is a lead? A lead is someone that is interested in what you have to offer or interested in finding out more about what you have to offer, or is hanging around listening to you and watching you and absorbing what you're putting out there on the internet. Okay. And when I mean internet, we're going to talk about Facebook, right? Because that's how I work and that's how I teach. I teach how we build, get clients using Facebook. All right. So you're going to build your audience using Facebook. So think about it. If we think literally, an audience is you're on stage and you have an audience of people that are coming to see you. That's kind of like what's happening on Facebook. Okay. You have to stand out, right? And you've got to attract people, like open the doors for people to come in and read your posts or listen to your lives, like what you're doing here with me today, and start, engaging with me. And it's all up to me who is coming to my party, so to speak, to my show. All right. If we're thinking of an auditorium. Okay, so I'm building an audience. So I actually have to go out when I'm in internet and tap people on the shoulder and invite them over when I'm new. Okay, because nobody knows who Dallas Piana is, and nobody's going to know who you are unless you go out and you say, oh, you would be a good fit, a good ideal client for me. I could help solve your problems. So you actually want to tap them on the shoulder and invite them into your space. So what is your space? Your space is your personal profile page, your Facebook page, where you can have 5,000 friends. So think of that as 5,000 people coming as your audience, okay? Or 5,000 leads, okay? We're generating leads, possibilities of people that will, once you make an offer, which we talked about in last week live about making offers and inviting people to step into your offers so that they will actually raise their hand and say yes, okay? So as you want to build your audience, you want to fill your auditorium with people, and then you are showcasing your competency, your competence, okay, with your knowledge. so that you're gaining that like and trust. So people only want to buy from people that they trust. Okay. So you definitely want to be spending time every day generating leads or building your audience. So on average, 1 hour a day. And if you're just starting out, it should be more. Okay. Because you want to gain momentum. And nobody wants to be the first one at a party. So you want to be definitely attracting people into you, tapping them on the shoulder, saying, do you want to be my friend? And inviting them over to your space who are your ideal clients. Okay. So right now, whoever's on, I've got you guys, tell me how much time are you spending per day building an audience? Okay, actually inviting people over to your space. Now, I prefer and I teach that we invite people to our personal page. Okay, and then if I have a group, move them into a group. Why? Because it's easier. I can invite a ton more people quickly into my personal page, and it's less threatening to people. They're like, and then they can warm up to me on my personal page with my content, and then I can invite them into my group. Okay, so in the beginning, you want to spend at least an hour a day with lead generation or building your audience. Because what's the purpose if you're putting out posts and lives and there's no one to see it? There's no one to read it. So you want to be definitely spending time attracting people. Now, if I invite 20 people to be my friend, maybe 12 might say yes. Okay, maybe 8 will say yes. Maybe it's a good day and I would get, if I invited 20 people, maybe 17 people say, yes, I want to be your friend. But look, think of what they're doing. They're going to my personal page, who is Dallas Piana, and they're going to look and see, what am I doing on my page? Who is this gal? Do I want to be her friend? Okay, so not everybody is going to want to be your friend. So when you build your audience, remember that you're tapping people on the shoulders, inviting them into your space, like your auditorium or your house, right? But not everybody wants to come in. Okay. Remember, here we go back to the funnel, my funnel, right? The funnel, you've got to invite a ton of people up here, and there will be fewer people will watch your material. And actually, when you promote your offers and your programs and services, fewer people will drop down and say, raise their hand. So you always want to be adding more people, building your audience to the top of your sales funnel, because you know that only a few people or less people that what you put on top will actually drop out and become a client of yours. Okay, so you always want to be filling every single solitary day, attracting, building your ideal clients through building your audience. So is anyone written down here? How much time are you spending? Hi, Laura. Let me just look here for a minute. I gotta just pull this down. You guys are from BC, Canada. Roxy's from Oregon. Where in Oregon, Roxy? I'm from Lake Oswego. Cheryl's on from Oklahoma. Hi, Liana. Liana's out there on the East Coast, I believe. And Patricia is from Toronto. Fantastic. So you guys, the question is, how much time now, today, what do you have scheduled in your calendar for actually building your audience? How much time are you spending? Okay, is it 15 minutes, half hour, an hour? Are you doing it every single day? Okay, are you doing it once a week? Okay, the recommendation, if you are serious about growing your business online, I recommend that you up it to at least 1 hour a day, every single solitary day. And I mean every day. That means weekends too. Okay, that means holidays. That means 4th of July, which is the 3rd of July observed. That's Friday. Every single day, you need to be inviting people over to your space. Okay, and get into a routine where you set it up in your calendar. at 9 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night, you are inviting people over into your space. Okay. So before you invite, you need to really know exactly who your ideal client is, right? Who are you selling to? Whose problem are you solving? Whose problem are you solving? Okay. So what does that look like? So look at the demographics. Okay. The demographic is female, male, age, married, single, with children, without children. Are they living in the city? Are they living in the suburbs? What are their interests? Where would you find them hanging out online? If you were, which groups or pages are interested to them? Okay. So you want to really flesh out the demographics. What are their values? What do they value? Do they value health, wealth, family? Really specifically. And then what is the problem or the struggle or the challenge that they're having that you have the solution to, that you guarantee, that for sure that your program or services is going to help someone move from where they're at to where they want to be. Okay. So that is, you've got to get crystal clear on exactly who you are selling to. Okay. And then once you decide that, and you've got that really fleshed out, only then can you go out into Facebook land, into groups and pages, and zero in on exactly the right groups to get into, where your ideal clients are, where you could start conversations there and start participating and see who there you could help and start inviting them to be your friends and moving them to your space. And don't feel like you're taking from somebody else's group. It's not like that. Everybody started, the first person, that started with the group, everyone was moving. People are moving around. There's over 600 million groups. So there's plenty for everyone. And if somebody doesn't want to be your friend or come into your space, they will not. Okay. Or they come into your space, they look at your stuff, they absorb it, and they say, you know what, this is not for me. I'm out of here. And that's all right, because we're constantly attracting, building our audience to us every day. So we're keeping the funnel full. So let me just see here what people are saying regarding how often. Okay, so Cheryl, most days I'm on making posts or lives to connect with them. Okay, so yeah, you have to create content for them to read and absorb, but you definitely want to be making connections. It doesn't matter. I know you're on LinkedIn, but the same thing, you're making connections with people so they see your stuff. Yeah, Liana. Okay, so what I would suggest is, you guys, if you have a calendar, mark it off. When is your hour of time every day that you will be generating leads, building your audience? Okay, and stay in a routine. Like, no matter what, that is your time to be online and to be connecting with people and inviting people over to your space. So, okay. Cheryl, you say you're doing live every week and write posts every day, but you've got to be building your audience. Who's looking at your lives? Who's reading your posts? If you're not inviting at least 50 people a day to be your friends, okay, and you want to build up to that, okay, so you want to start with 10, invite 10 in the morning and 10 at night, and then the following day, 12 in the morning and 12 at night, because you want to make sure that Facebook doesn't think you're a robot and just connecting with people, quickly. Okay. So you want to move it slow, but once you get up to inviting 50 a day, you want to stay at that 50 people a day. Fill your funnel, fill your pipeline, pull them in, because they're going to shake out. People are not going to, it won't be the right people. You're kind of like, you're hypothesizing, is this a ideal client for me? Will it stick or not? Okay. So some people will stay and others will go. Just think of your own, who you follow online. Okay. And how many groups are you in? And then out of those groups, how many people do you actually, or, follow every day? And the rest are like back here that you haven't looked at in a month. Well, the same thing's going to happen for you. As you attract people in, some are going to stick and buy from you, and others will move on. Okay. So that's why you constantly want to be building your business, attracting people to you. Where do you find all the demographics? Cheryl, if you get my my customer avatar worksheet, which is go to my personal page, and it's in the feature photo area. It's a big blue sign. If you click on that, it'll lead you to give me your email information, and I'll send over the customer avatar worksheet. I kind of like walk through all the demographics that you need to fill out so that you get really specific, because you're really working with really specific people. So we need to flesh that out well, so that we know we can then zero in at what pages are they on, which groups are they on, where are your ideal clients. Okay, so definitely go over there and get that. Great. Laura does an hour every morning except Sunday. Okay, I will invite them to join one of my groups. People, it's harder to join your group. It's easier to move them to your personal page and then into a group. I'm not, it's just the way I've been taught, and it works. So that's what my advice is. Okay. So we talked about the definition of building an audience. Okay. It's also called lead generation. You want to be doing this at least 1 hour every day, actually connecting with people out there on groups and pages and inviting them to be your friend, and then moving them over to your group. Okay. So remember, it's like your Facebook personal page is like your house, right? It's the front of your house. So you're asking people, come on in. And then you invite people from there to go to the back of the house, to the party in the backyard, which is your Facebook group. Okay, that's how I like to look at it. So once they come into your house, that's when they're looking at, you're offering them something to drink, something to eat, which is really your posts and your lives. Okay, it's your content. Okay, and you want to then develop engagement. But I don't want to get into engagement in this post. Okay, I want to see if I can share my screen, because many of you are like, how do you find groups, right? How do you find groups? So if you've done the work on fleshing out who your ideal client is, you want to then look at what are some key words that describe your ideal client. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can share my screen and pull up. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so here we are this is my home feed. Oh, there I am. So let's see if I can, yeah, everything's closed down. So you want to go up into the search bar, and you want to put in keywords that describe who your ideal client is. So if you're a relationship coach, let's say you are a dating coach, help people find dates, help people find love, help people find the significant other. You can start with just typing in the word relationship, right? And up comes relationship advice, relationships, all kinds of different things. So we can go right into relationship advice and look at groups. Okay, so it says groups here. Now, if groups don't pop up, you can go up here and hit this tab. It says groups, and up will pop the groups that have a keyword in their title called relationships. So this is a good one. It has over 75,000 members. You want groups where there are a lot of people in them. Okay, that's where the engagement is really happening. This group has 120 posts a day. This group is active. There's a lot going on in this group. These are the kind of groups you want to get into and create connections with people, and invite people that could possibly, you don't really know for sure, could possibly be your ideal client, and invite them to be your friend. Okay, here's another one, relationship advice from women to women. 13,000 people, perfect group if you're a relationship coach. Here's another one, let's talk relationship and life. 5.8 thousand people are in here. She does 10 posts a day. So you want to get in there. Here's our pages. I'm not so great on pages. Pages are if, you're more focused on a certain kind of you need to find the guru of which your ideal clients would be following. So I suggest that you start with groups, and you start with 3 to 5 groups. Don't go more than that. Just stay in very focused, 3 to 5 groups. Get to know the people in there, they get to know you, they get to see you, because you're responding to people, you're commenting, you're sharing ideas, and then you're inviting people. So stay with 3 to 5 groups. Now, that's a possibility for. We could also write in the word love, okay, and see what pops up as far as groups, if anything. So here's one, but she only has less than 150, so I wouldn't want to go in here. These are two. This group has a 1.2 thousand. Not so big, but here's a group. We don't know how big it is, but it has 120 posts a day. So this is a big group. So I would join this group. Okay. Here's a group just on quote poems and messages. Is probably not where you're going to find your ideal client. These are quotes. You wouldn't find your ideal client. But let's say that you actually are specifically a relationship coach for divorcees. So here you go. We could do divorce moms with kids, 60 posts a day. I would join that. 10 posts a day, join that. Divorce with kids, 5 posts a day. I would get in there, click on here, and see how many people are in there. You want to make sure it's over like 2,000 people, 3,000 people in a group. It's much easier, okay? And you won't go through the people so quickly, okay? So that is a possibility. Let's say no kids. Let's don't put that in. Let's just say divorced, divorce support group for women. So if you are a relationship coach and you coach divorced women, this would be a group to get into and start connecting with people and see how you can solve people's problems. How can you help people? Okay. And you just want to go through these. Okay. Now you may get into a post. So that's how you do it. You put in your keywords of people that are your ideal clients. Okay. So basically, after you decide the demographic and the problems you solve for your ideal clients, you should make a list of keywords, okay, that you can pop into the search here that will pull up groups. Now, remember, there are over 600 million Facebook groups. So there's something for everybody. There is an abundance of people here, an abundance of people that are looking for their problems to be solved and they want help. So, get in there. Don't be scared. People are looking for you. They are actually looking for you. So you want to go in there and you want to tap people on the shoulder and invite them to be your friends and move them over to your space so that they can really see who you are and if they want to work with you or not when you promote your offers. Okay, so this is how you do it. Now, let's say, okay, so I can stop the share right now. Okay. So let's say you're in there and after 2 weeks, it's like nothing's happening with those 5 groups, then go into 5 more groups. Okay. Don't stop. There's plenty out there. Okay. Also, you can look into groups. Think about the interest of your ideal client. Does your ideal client like to play tennis? Is your ideal client a nurse that wants to lose weight? You can get into groups specifically around the interests of people. It's like a subset of, for instance, let's say you are a health and wellness coach, and you're looking for people to help them drop 20 pounds. And you like people that play tennis because you're a tennis player and that's how you lost weight. So you can go into tennis groups, okay, and see what's going on there and start showcasing and sharing your expertise in there. A lot of times who we are is who we want to attract, okay? So this is how it's done. I was thinking in preparation for this, I was thinking, way back when I was a nurse, in a hospital, we just kind of sat there and we waited for the client, which was the patient, to show up. And then we went into action and solved the problem. Well, that's not the way it is as an entrepreneur and as a coach. Okay. You've got to go out there and tap people on the shoulder and pull them towards you. Okay, that's how it's done. And in the beginning, in the first year, it's a lot of effort. I don't want to say work, it's effort. But the more you see how people respond to you, you're going to see how much fun it is. This is fun. For me, it's fun. Who else thinks this is fun? So let me check the messages here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so inviting them from my personal page to my group. No, personal pages are dead, Shirley. Personal pages, which is the business pages, don't invite people there anymore. Okay, you could invite people from your personal page over with the click of the button when you're in your business pages, but nobody is seeing your posts over there in your business pages. So what you want to do is invite people to your personal page, which you want to convert into a sales page, okay, as into your billboard of your business, okay? And if you're in my workshop, oh, you guys, I'm doing a workshop on July 13th through the 17th. If you're in that workshop, I'm going to go into creating your billboard on your personal page. So you want to be sure to get into the workshop. And I'm going to post the link to register in the comments. Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. So you want to attract people to your personal page, and then from your personal page into your group. Okay. Business pages are dead unless you're doing ads. Okay. I don't teach ads. I teach everything organic, which means more time. Okay. I like, for coaches, for all of us that are coaches, people, I think, respond better to you when there's a human touch rather than an advertisement. Okay. Definitely a human touch. Okay. Person to person touch. Hi, Vicki. Amanda. Hi, Andrea. Donna. Hi, Donna. Let's see. Laura is on. Shirley. Caroline. You guys. Patricia. Hi. Michelle. Great. Oh, good. Donna's registered. Who else is registered? Shirley's registered for the workshop. And it's going to be action packed. Okay. These are usually, I don't know, how long have I been going on here? Maybe less than 20 minutes. So the other ones are going to be an hour of a lot of information to help you see the big picture. And it's really about moving a stranger, right? People are strangers to you out there in the groups, warming them up, connecting with them, talking to them, and moving them through the phases until they become your client. Okay, there are phases that people go through from stranger to client, and that's what I'm going to be teaching throughout those 5 days. There is a process. There is a system to move people through. Okay, so it's not just you show up and say I'm in business. It doesn't work that way. Okay, and I was where you guys were starting out. It took me a long time to figure it out. Thank God I have a program now that takes you from the beginning to end, and you will actually be generating clients at the end of my program, but that's for another day. We're going to do this workshop and get you going. All right. So you guys, I was wondering, just post down below, how many hours a day are you spending generating leads, building your audience, inviting people over to your space, to your personal page, to your group? Okay. And so really, think about it. Are you doing it consistently? Are you doing it every day? Doesn't have to be at the same time every day. A lot of times I might be watching TV with my husband and there I am inviting people, communicating and inviting. Okay. Or I'm waiting for dinner. My husband cooks dinner, or, I'm waiting, if you're at an office, a doctor's office, and you're waiting time, those, fill them in, tuck them in here and there. It should be at least an hour a day. And in the beginning, if you could do 2 hours a day, that's even better. And the best thing is to break it up a little in the morning, a little at the nighttime, until you get up to about inviting 50 people a day. Okay, remember the funnel, as I talked about in the beginning of this, people come in, but the people that they slowly go down, and the people that actually will buy from you will be less than who you invite to the show. Okay, your audience, building your audience. A lot of people come to the show, but who actually is buying the CD in the lobby is few, less than who showed up. Okay, So we want to constantly be filling every day, inviting more people to view you and to see who you are, right? So interesting enough, I've just opened up this workshop and we already have 75 people registered. Wow. So great, huh? It'll be fun. All right, you guys. So that's it for today. So plot it out in your calendar. Let's get going. Start inviting people today. Start with 10 in the morning, 10 at night, and then increase it 12 tomorrow in the morning, 12 at night, the following day, 14 and 14. Get it up to it where you are inviting 50 people a day over into your space. Okay, so that's it for today. And if you guys have any questions, either DM me and I will drop the link to the workshop if you're not already in it. There will be replays throughout the week. And I'll see you probably later today. All right, bye.